Okay. Hey. Hey, sound. Yeah. Sorry, it's gonna be a little weird. We might have to do a few of those. Um, I got yes, got a call back. Uh, buying used cars. The whole process is kind of. Is there any way it's not gonna suck? There. Anybody out there just got all the world's experience with used car dealerships? This is actually a repair shop, not a used car dealership. This is a place that does Subaru work for decades, pretty much just Subaru work. And since my Subaru got messed up by someone who didn't take responsibility for it, my options have been limited. But with some amazing help from a very good friend, I have a few more options, and I'm looking at a used Subaru. And the weird stuff that I'm getting to find out, although I am not in a position to rule this out. I have to actually think about stuff that another person might want to run away from and go, oh, I'm not touching that. I have to think about it rationally in the context of actually potentially getting a very good car, which, like many used cars, has its own fucked up story. So what did I just find out? I'm going to share with you in as broad strokes as I think is reasonable here. The car definitely had someone blow up the engine, but then not really. Maybe just disintegrated a cam. Someone may have ran it out of oil, and it got towed, effectively abandoned by someone who thought the engine was shot when the engine wasn't shot. And it's been fixed. I mean, the same person who does lots of minor engine work when they're touching up cars to resell did a little bit more on this one. So on one hand, I have to trust that the engine is actually good. That whoever kind of but not really blew up this engine, that it really wasn't that bad and it got a proper rebuild. And this is not my area of expertise. But there's that. Yeah, after making sure that the title's actually clean, and I don't understand what happens if somebody abandons a car. What happens to the title? Now, I'm still waiting on the full printout of the history. I think I'm gonna spit out my own Carfax because they use some alternative, and I'm waiting on that from them. I'm gonna get all the history. I already ran it through my insurance company. It hasn't been totaled or salvaged or anything, but it seems that the person who had it, who may have abandoned it, may have previously had a DUI device installed. Now, I've never had one of those. I've never had a DUI, but I know what they're talking about. And there's a wire that I saw an exposed splice under the steering wheel. This is a very clean looking, nice car in and out. And anyways, I saw this wire. I didn't know if it's stereo stuff or what, but I asked about it. And so they found out that it is from someone who had a DUI device installed. And that's probably where this all comes together. And I'm just speculating, but somebody who probably shouldn't have been driving one night and many other nights was, and whether they ran it out of oil, it ended up hitting a curb, getting abandoned, getting towed, and it was sold by the tow place to this guy who fixes them up. And so anyways, I'm not worried about the place. The place is reputable, has decades of history here in town and plenty of references. But the car is not really being sold by that place. They bought it from a tow place, and their engine guy fixed it up. And ostensibly, I will keep taking it back to them for service. I don't know for sure that I will, but if I buy a car from them and they're near me and I keep taking it back to them for maintenance and they take good care of it, it's the start of a good relationship. Question is, should I buy a car that had a DUI device in it and has had some sort of mysterious but maybe not so major engine blowout, and if I can confirm that it's had no other accidents of significance, and the mileage is pretty good, so I might end up with that car tomorrow. Sorry, Grandpa, to take a break on your break, man. I'm gonna probably have to do it again really soon. But Happy New Year to you. Thank you for spending a little time with us.
Saw me.
And I wish you the best for your beginning of your 2018, man. Now get back to work, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Rango, do you think you'd end up with it if you were in my position? 15-month, 15,000-mile warranty on the engine stuff. Answer your question, sir, that I got in a whisper. Happy New Year to you.
Down you go.
So yeah, maybe I don't know, as long as there's no lien on the title and it's clean, but if whatever had previously happened to it, as long as it's clean now, I guess it doesn't matter so much if it... Oh, look at the flames! Oh, look at those beautiful flames. Oh, nutshot. No wonder he went down. Did you see? I did. There's opportunity knocking. My God. Did he just go down? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I think the 15 is good. I mean, it sounds good to me. That's Cat. What's up? Something else gonna explode? Thought it was done exploding. Got in under his head. Oh, he burned to death. He burned. That was beautiful. That took a while. Sorry for the interruption in the middle. And if he does call back, yeah, I gotta grab it. Okay, moving into the west. Yeah, probably an oil issue. I was joking, Crystal, I was joking with one of the guys there when we were looking at the car. We were looking at the engine together before talking about any of this, before finding out any of this. We were joking about Subaru's eating oil and how that one has an engine. My old car is this little 2.2. I'm not savvy with this stuff, so I'm just playing along when he's joking about my 2.2 being rugged enough to take it, being driven out of oil, but that it wouldn't work with the 2.5 in this somewhat newer model. Has a single overhead cam. Does that sound right for little Subaru? It's basically a sedan, the wagon on the back. Hazcat, there we go. Title was taken by the tow company under legal procedures, like a mechanic's lien. So it's all good there, happens often. But you would ask them to double check the wiring at the steering column. They're doing that now. That's when I found out about it, they had just gone through my first list of stuff, so they were checking it out. And in checking out that wire, the takeaway was, oh God, whoever took that thing out did not do a good job. We gotta fix that up. So when you say ask them to double check the wiring at the steering column, they are doing that specifically because it didn't look very good. I mean, it was just an exposed splice is what it looked like to me. Twist, twist. And so whether they're stripping more wires, resplicing it, capping it, it's gonna end up a clean connection. What is making those noises that I don't see? Who's watching us? Starting to sound good to you, AsCat? Thank you for feedback on this too. I say not my area, so we cleared the corruption zone. We don't need our corruption armor on, huh? Unless it's lingering on the ground. Weaver, there's our Warwick Chieftain. Health regen. Jay, you gonna get into Tyranny or Divinity on stream, perhaps? Right now, everything is perhaps, because Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. I don't know which way my head is screwed on right now, so I don't want to say yes, no to much of anything. I'm playing it day by day. I'm just gonna try and keep us on a regular schedule. Get back to eating healthy. Probably don't see the Windows pop-ups right now. Thanks Windows. Just trying to get back to some of my normal keeping the body going routines. Then I'll try and finagle the stream back into here's what's coming next and what we're doing now. We're just gonna play Horizon for a few days while I try to get my bearings again. Would I be willing to play them? Yes, but I'd hesitate maybe to stream them. I've asked a few questions about Divinity. It sounds like it is more fully voiced than, say, Pillars of Eternity was. My first year streaming, I tried to stream Pillars of Eternity. I was enjoying it. I do like that type of game. But because it was only partially voiced and I tried to fill in where it wasn't, I was losing my voice within a few days. And I never did take that any further. Always meant to, never did. I would have to have a good plan for how to handle the game, how I wanted to handle that. I don't like leaving things on screen for everybody to read. I would want to read them. If there's a tremendous amount of stuff to read that was important to read, I would want to read it out loud, and that could be an issue. Jay, bearings, they should be replaced or rebuilt like the engine. I could ask, so thank you for, let me just jot that down. I don't think we've talked at all about the bearings. It did hit a curb and they hadn't previously thought about alignment. They're gonna cover an alignment. They're gonna do an alignment today, I assume. Whether or not I buy it, they're doing an alignment on it after what we all discussed today. There's a small bite out of the sidewall on the front right tire. Probably all from the same thing. Maybe all from the same night. Who knows? And if it needs replacing within the first year, they would take care of the tires too. It doesn't look like a dangerous bite out of the sidewall. So, Denso, what was it? Did you say it was the combat in Divinity that you couldn't get into? Yeah, too bad you terrible at such combat systems. It was a joke! You were saying you needed to get your bearings. Oh man, AsCat, I'm an easy fucking mark, huh? Damn. Well, talking about bearings, I had bearings fall out of, tell me if this sounds right, on my Subaru, the timing idler pulley a few years back. I actually had bearings fall out. So, you know, I don't know, I'm not savvy with this, but I still have one or two in a drawer. That was freaky. Car was making some horrible noises. They said the timing idler pulley was dropping bearings, if I've got it right. But that was my old car. Why am I walking towards Meridian on foot? Let's get back on track. Said we might have to approach it from the north, it sort of looked like. Is that? I don't know if that's true, but let's come at it from the north first. I could turn on a waypoint marker that would give us a path. I just don't want to. We've got this beautiful landscape and a minimal UI. And
Somebody is for the trail.
you think that thing attacked a tree? It did. A little bit. Who do you think would win? This could be really deep. Right. Our mountain has a snorkel. Oops. The biggest city. Biggest city around.
Now they're hunting me.
Heck, a moose.
I work all day with the nobles.
Mounts can't enter this location. Who's the moosiest moose we know? Heck, a moose. Who would win, Dr. Manhattan or Superman? This is our first time coming to Meridian this playthrough. Do we have to take the really long path? Might. I don't know if there's a shortcut up into the city the first time. Let's just take the long road anyways. So we are going to ride. I don't know, are there switchbacks? We're going to come across this bridge directly and up into the city. If I weren't dealing with the car, which is really a minor thing in life, but since I go places to fix other people's computers, I do generally need my transportation, and I was so bent out of shape, if you'll pardon the pun, over this whole thing with my car, that I was starting to say, oh, well, I don't need a car. I'll just take. I've been taking, Uber, Lyft. I had an Uber gift certificate from a client, actually. I told him about what happened to my car. I've been taking cabs to clients. Although my car is drivable, the windshield is so messed up that it sheds glass shards on the insides now. I got a little glass shard in my hand today, taking it out.
For the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
It's not good to drive.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Just
What
sit
am I
here and let
supposed to
everything
do?
spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all Carja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with me for now. Hello, merchant, sir. Should we clean up some junk before we go in? Now that we're at this place, Meridian, once we're in and up, there are merchants who will sell us things that previously we needed to harvest or buy in order to upgrade our ammo pouches. We'd finished all that. This is an NG+, but then the DLC came, and we've got a few new types of ammo pouches to upgrade, and we might need some animal parts, and I'm gonna not sell everything that I might otherwise sell for now. Which is tag it. I want to tag stuff here, then sell it in bulk. Butchers, we should be good selling those. We'll keep some of the animal parts for now. now. We need to buy more. We'll see when we go to the other screen. Wire, I think we're getting low on wire again. And some shards on wire. I don't want to look at menus. Buy, resources, sparklers, 727. We should sell some. Wire, 300. We might want to buy some. Blaze, less than 250. It's expensive. Let's buy some. Ow, that's so expensive. Ugh. 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 Sparkers. Let's sell some sparkers. In stacks of 100. I don't always see them on here. $700, $500, $400. Press it 100 more times. I want some wire too. 300. No, we're okay. Blaze. No vessels. Good for now. But that was a really draining fight. Just to clear that corrupted zone. We probably have a lot of resources and treasure boxes that I haven't opened. Be sitting on forever. Here we are. We're finally in Meridian.
What's going on here? Olin's in there, somewhere.
Olin.
And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I
Give her a
visited
minute.
Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Thanks for the reminder.
Can you believe?
So Aloy has this device, this focus in her right ear. It's what allows her to scan the environment and tag things, get all kinds of feedback. Her clan shuns technology from the old world, the old metal world, that she found and used that was an oddity where she's from. But she saw this other man, Olin, with a focus when these other tribes, these other clans came for an event, for this particular event. We don't need to talk about the proving right now, but she saw this guy with a focus and became curious. More so, that may have been part of how she and others were tracked. An attack was staged on her tribe. Many were killed. And she's gotten information that suggests that Olin was, if not responsible, at least involved by way of his focus as perhaps a tracking and monitoring device in part of the attack. So she's here, Meridian, to find Olin.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Why don't you go find out?
Hey, you're alive. I thought you were dead. Make way, make way.
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Not really. A little. So you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk alone, and you need to pull it together.
Aloy doesn't
Over
pull
there.
any punches.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
Wow. His sister was taken, is that how they put it? The sister was taken?
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
Think you could take the tough love? Anyone remembers Rost? He sure isn't the only one.
I lost someone too. At the Proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. Why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
Well, let me explain.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
Okay, let's go.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
And what was that about drinks on you?
So many people here all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't.
Not kidding.
I just drink.
That girl. Is she a Nora?
He's a Nora.
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
Yeah, you got a problem? Don't mind Aaron, he's drunk.
Vengeance for Ursa! How long will a bud hide in his palace? Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will a bud hide in his palace?
Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Hard following a drunk guy. Come on. Is that
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Yeah, it's a nice place. This is what I'm doing, game. Thank you very much. Family portrait. Painted with ochre and insect-derived pigments.
The corner of this road is
Ash.
frayed.
Heavy covering, expertly
where it's
braced
worn.
and reinforced. Wonder what we can do about that. Go up and take a look. You stay here. Family portrait. It was a family unit. Olin and a woman and a child. A lamp. Does anyone else have high hopes for follow-up to this game? Got a real ladder? Yes? That. A very heavy object. Gonna look at it and identify it as such so we can do something about it? I think. I don't think I can push it until she scans it. I'm gonna need you to scan this. Aloy. I'm not even kidding. We're gonna need something from you here. Maybe I need to talk to Erend. For some reason I can't scan that. This is vaguely familiar. I don't know what the
I need to ask you
scripting is
something.
like here, but
This is your show.
yeah. See, we need to. Oh, this is all unrelated. I think this ends the conversation. We could pick his brain for a moment. I know this isn't really the best time.
I'll look around.
That's what we came for.
Maybe it is the best time. We proceed with all of this. There it is, examine.
Let's see what's underneath.
I needed to move the rug first.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Oh, we've
Without
got
a
all...
key, you won't.
all sorted.
That's a vault hatch of Azeram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
We're gonna go upstairs and push the bricks off. But let's pick his brain while we're here.
I don't think you're getting through that hatch.
Don't worry about it, Erend. About that.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about what happened outside with the crowd.
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because of what you said about Olin, so do what you need to do.
Did Olin ever invite you in?
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank a river that night, but I hold it well. Usually.
Usually.
You said Olin has connections in the royal court. Does he know the Sun King personally?
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient trinkets to nobles, but he never had an audience with the king. If you're right, and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Avad has nothing to do with it. I'd stake my life on that.
All right, back to it.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
You just sit tight. Now she'll scan it.
Could be just what I need.
Not bricks, ingots. Primitively smelted metals cast into blocks, considerable combined weight.
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage. Let's give it a little push.
Yeah.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Just another door. Not jump all the way down. secret room. Does he have a faint John Wayne accent in that scene? Maybe in a few.
Serve and they live. Disobey and
I
I will
do
open
that.
their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
Oh, I did it over that.
They
Did
took
I
his
do
wife and
that?
child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
So Olin was involved, but not by his own choice. Olin's journal. They or examine Olin's journal. Me too. Oh,
Looks like Olin
examine
kept a journal.
Olin's journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
A map. Two-dimensional representation, etched directions, geographical data transposed. Think. Friend. Done here?
Hold on now. You just got here. Is there any evidence or not?
You saw me find some evidence. Didn't we already? What else do you want from me? Just check out the map a little more
Map.
closely.
The glyphs show places he visited. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
I should go.
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you. Through Olin.
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen,
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me? Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Olin at the excavation site, Red Ridge Pass, meet up with Erend. Yeah, what do you think about Erend's mutton chops? Whoa! Okay, that light change was... There aren't very many points in this game where it's awkward like that, are there? It's a rare thing in this game. They handle lighting so well, so carefully in so many places. Good afternoon, Crash. Happy New Year to you.
I bet y'all drinking that wine too, ain't you? Smoking them tweeds and everything. Wearing them old clothes all half off your ass. What the hell's going on today?
Welcome back, welcome. How are you, good sir? Now we have access to merchants where we can turn in our sets, although I don't think we have any complete sets yet of anything. This city is where we will turn them in eventually. Number of side quests we can pick up here. Aim to check the upcoming schedule. How was your new year? Wow, those two things. I ducked throughout New Year, and there is nothing on the schedule. But I will endeavor to be here for regular times. We're just going to be playing this for a little while. I'm still pretty out of sorts, but I'm trying to move in the right direction here. Right now, I'm trying to get my car replaced and eat regular meals and sleep at night. So, yeah, I'm working on those things. We'll have a schedule again one day. How was your New Year's? Still, the mutton chops just work really well on some people. Not a lot, but a few. Errand and Red Ridge Pass. Olin at the excavation site. Let's I remember that excavation site a little bit. Let's go there. I think there's some cool stuff waiting for us there. Pick up some side quests while we're here.
These aren't good.
Hazcat. The crew together for Zilfarmo. I'll take that action. Crash, you really want me to play The Division sometime in the future? Addicting. Good to start Ghost Recon Wildlands. You're gonna start Ghost Recon Wildlands?
A hunter, surely.
A few people mentioned
Come,
that one.
talk to me a moment.
I have the Xbox One. I have Division, the Division for Xbox One, and only played a few minutes of it, so I can't really say much about it. Pretty cool. Side quest nearby.
Don't pass up these goods.
Oh, prime rib. Had people over. Right on. Prime rib sounds really good.
Is that some kind of spice?
Bukan.
You're an outlander. Nora from the look of you. I bet you're a machine hunter too.
You wear car parts on your head.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother with the Hunter's Lodge. If you're not Karja, you'll never rise in the ranks.
Oh, we'll see about that. Hunter's Lodge.
What's wrong with the hunting lodge exactly?
Nothing, if you like stuck-up bigots. I'm known as a skilled hunter back home in Banua, so I thought I'd try my luck at the lodge. I thought it'd be simple. Hunt machines, gain ranks, see who's best. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's all rigged to keep the Karja at the head of the line. I don't need those snobs to tell me I can hunt. I'm going home.
Are you saying that you have to be Karja to join the lodge?
No, they take other tribes. But they have rules in place to keep outlanders from gaining ranks. When Sun King Avad took over, he promised a new day, Meridian open to all. But it's a sham. Sure, you can get a seat at the feast, but you just can't eat the food.
Sounds like someone needs to shank things up at the lodge.
Maybe, but it isn't gonna be me. If you decide to go, be sure to give them a good old-fashioned Banuk farewell mark in my honor.
The Banuk farewell mark. What's that?
Piss on the floor. Preferably someplace they won't find it until it gets nice and sour.
Oh my god. I think he may have been added in the DLC. Cersei wants us to piss on the floor. This is someplace they won't find it right away. Oh my god. We're gonna do that for him? I don't know if he means for us to do that now or later. Like maybe after we run the place. Hunting for the lodge. That just opens up the general hunting for the lodge quest. I think we could have... Maybe he was always there. I don't know, but... picking up the lodge quest last time. I think we picked up at the lodge. I don't remember talking to Banuk, who wanted us to pee on the floor. Not sure what to make of that.
Everybody knows your business and won't find better wares. Wouldn't have it any other way. Take a look at these wares. You like what I have for sale?
At the lodge? I think that's the hunting lodge.
Don't forget to stock up
You
while
there?
you're on the road.
Can you help me? Just a moment of your time.
I don't know. I don't think that's the lodge.
Come take a look.
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
All right, we'll look.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Don't forget to stock up before you're
Yeah, it was kind of a silly question, Aloy. Why would someone want to steal something valuable from your house? Why would anyone ever, Aloy?
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Only the finest goods here.
Hello, Chandler. Howdy, howdy. Greetings. Right, that's in the middle and over in the west. At least go check in at the Hunter's Lodge.
See for yourself. Only the finest goods here.
How are things? Hopefully moving in the right direction.
Won't cost you a shard, Jungle.
Give him some time and find out. Before we go into the lodge, I'm gonna go over to this guy.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work?
Ah, looking through that eyepiece
good
must be...
shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
What rumor?
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, If we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all.
We're wearing a Banuk
cold eyes,
Werak chieftain's
cold.
outfit.
They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a
We're one of those
conversation.
snow witches.
It's like chipping them out of the stuff.
Now, sort of.
They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Crystal, you may want to refresh. It sounds like you're a minute or two behind. But, yeah. Well, and then Aloy's cold stare at him. She pulls no punches.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl, Nora girl, huntress. We live in a world
Getting
of
better.
opportunities, risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right, I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
That must be the spire. It's huge.
The spire. The spire. What is the spire?
Every other town or village
over
pales
there.
in comparison to
Can't really see it well from here.
We teach the Carja nothing else.
Funky eye patch.
This is the Hunter's Lodge. Only members and invited guests are allowed in.
You invite me in.
How do I get invited?
You've come all the way from the Savage East, right? You must have come across some of our hunting grounds. Each one has a set of hunting trials. If you pass a trial, you get an award called a half-sun. Win 3, and I'll let you in. Now off you go.
That's right. By the time we got here, last playthrough, we'd already done hunting grounds trials. We had enough. We ended up doing the Gold Suns was at the top tier. We ended up doing Gold Suns for everything. Eventually. But we haven't done any this playthrough, so I'll have to come back to that. Got at least one more to pick up before we leave Meridian. Yeah, take your time there.
the candles in the sunroom mark sacrificial deaths from many tribes.
The Sun Faith. Book of Sacred Glyphs is etched on thin sheets of golden-hued metal. Alright. Read through this. Off drop, too. It's like a token. So, you get a... How is it? Half sun... What are the 3 tiers? There are 3 tiers of rewards, and full sun. It's just like a token. Imagine getting a coin that looks like a half coin. Wait, did he... Oh, you're talking about the math. Wait, 3 half suns, half is 2. No, he wants us to... It does... Not about math. We need 3 half suns. Over all the world rises and sets the great sun, the whole sun, not the half sun, as is plainly seen. To all plants, animals, machines, and men it gives life, as plainly seen. Of all the tribes, none have scaled such heights as the Carja, as guided by the sun. Witnessing these things to be true each day, celebrating these things each day, we believe in the sun and its light gladly and without question. 2. Only the sun's rightful heir, born of the radiant line that dates back to Ahriman the Founder, is the speaker for the sun. To him the sun's desires are revealed, and from his lips its desires are acted upon by men. Shall be known as the Sun King, and his word shall be law. 3. In all things we accept the sun's judgment. We offer our bared skin to it so it might burn our sins away. We partake of its renewal, we wear its heat for a time. As our skin bears its flush, its bronzed armor, we are made strong. In the cracking and peeling away of our old selves, we are made new. 4. In the sun's light, we shall speak only in truth. We shall strike only in righteousness, and we shall act as we believe the sun so tasks us. When the shadow falls across us, we shall always remember our illumination. We shall not cast blame for ill fortune. We shall endure. In the coldness of the moon, we accept there will be stillness and death and endings until dawn comes once more. We do this because there are two halves of nature, sun and shadow, and to deny one is to deny the whole of things. 5. As a twilight time came before us, ending the world of the ancients, so shall a twilight time come again, for this is the cycle of things. The buried shadow shall rise up to eclipse the sun's light and usher in great and terrible change. Even knowing this, we are steadfast in our belief and trust that the sun will again bring a new dawn, as it did for our founders so long ago. 6. Holy Meridian shall forever be the seat of the Carja, the city of the sun and the spire venerated as the mark of its founding. A Sun King born of the radiant line shall always sit upon its throne, for without a speaker for the sun its will is clouded. For either of these to be denied is to invite a twilight time upon us. 7. Clearly the Carja are the children of the sun and preeminent in its gaze, but so too does its light touch upon the barbarian tribes of the north, east, and south. It is the speaker for the sun's duty to interpret if the sun's gaze is directed in approval or reproach. So determined, it is the duty of the Carja to carry out the sun's will, even in places where the light does not reach. There'll be a test later. Naman.
Ronora. I'm the mournful Naman.
Naman.
My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Carja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Carja rituals to Carja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Carja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Carja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
Dialogue is thoughtful throughout this game.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
I like it very much. All over again. I wanna, if it's on this level of, be out here, I wanna find the elevator. Maybe ride the elevator down once. Those are the elevators. 1, 2. You get to them from here. Ah. If you've played this, it's possible you never found the elevators. We heard from a few people during our first playthrough, people who had not. One of them already here. Other one coming up. I don't know if it is or not, but I saw the chain going up. We're down. Oh, well, we'll call the elevator. But there is one. Long way down. Ooh. There's no rain. It's cold. Ugh.
Storm's been in the air for a while.
really see a whole lot more in the elevator. At least not while it's storming.
I promise. These aren't good. Check out these wares.
I guess we could have entered the city from the south and taken the elevator up. Oh, those counterweights.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Wormhole. Oh, too much. Too much. I think there's a. I guess it doesn't give feedback. Cap is 1,000.
For a fair price.
These aren't good. They're necessities.
At least as currently set.
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the
Find
road.
better wares.
I once caught a glimpse
That's
of
why
Red
it didn't
a thunderjaw with scars from countless battles.
I've
got all the best
Ah, there's too many voices. I'm hearing voices in my head. Lots of them. Lots of them. You don't follow rules very well. Ah, you knew what you were doing. You knew. If I remember right, these two clowns are arguing over parts. They'll buy parts. It's like a never-ending quest to turn in generic animal or machine parts. Maybe it doesn't end. Maybe they only want certain parts and then it's done. I guess we'll talk to them.
Metalbot here.
Bet we don't have what they want this time.
Fairest prices for machine parts under the Mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court. Not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-ball lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So they each want different parts, but I'm pretty sure they really, collectively, they want both parts, right? Hello? I'm right here.
Hello? I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something
nice back here,
glittered,
dude.
you'd throw it back.
If Carja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Yay.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is
systems
Meridian.
go.
We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day, I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
Everyone did.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
You can have them both.
Fine.
Just...
I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off. That's rich. Listen, Huntress, long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Okay, I have both your parts.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
Nope.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Thank you, Mr. Backhair.
Of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The Snapmaw
Kick
lens
his
might
ass,
just
man.
cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
From the beginning,
Maybe
this
it's
wouldn't
not
be a
an
scrap
ongoing
dealing
quest.
operation, that we would have claws.
And I told you,
Demand
metal
and
seller
supply.
knows to get his hands dirty.
So, in a few minutes, I want to take an actual break. I haven't gotten another call back from the car shop, but all I was doing was scrambling on the phone and so we're gonna take our first proper break, a couple minutes here, then we'll continue for a little while. I'm doing, I don't know, I guess about as well as to be expected in the chair right now. So we'll continue a little bit. I don't know if we'll make it, 3 more hours. We might only make it another couple hours or something, but what will probably happen is when I come back from the break, we'll start up again, and then the phone will ring. It'll be the car shop calling, and I will immediately have to go back on break for like 5 minutes to talk to them. But the gears are turning on that, so to speak. And tomorrow, there's no stream tomorrow, but I will hopefully be dealing with the rest of the car stuff tomorrow and have that all done by Thursday. So let's take a break here before we leave Meridian. Let's get to a campfire. There was the nearest campfire. Unlock a new one. I think we should go to the, let's go after Olin. We go to the excavation site if it's where I'm thinking of. What are they called? Rock breakers? I think we will have a really cool fight there. Although it might not be right away. Might not even be that place. I think that's where I want to go. We'll look at the map though. See what quests might be closer. Do something on the way. On Ultra Hard, we don't get much in the way of medicinal herbs from each collection. Takes a while to fill the pouch back up, but it's almost full. Fully upgraded. So it has to fill 3 times. Righto. Here. Stay tuned, everyone. If we lose anyone during the break, have a good one. But I'll be back, and as soon as I get back, the phone will ring and I'll have to go again. Anyway, see you in a few minutes.